Another day, another story. Hello and welcome to this brief history of the telephone. In this video, we will be discussing the invention and evolution of the telephone, and how it has changed the way we communicate with each other. The story of the telephone begins in the 19th century, when Alexander Graham Bell invented the first practical telephone in 1876. His invention revolutionized the way people communicate, making it possible to hear and speak to someone far away. The first telephone was a simple device that consisted of a transmitter and a receiver, and was powered by batteries. Over the next few years, the telephone quickly gained popularity, and by 1880, there were more than 47,000 telephones in use in the United States alone. The technology continued to evolve, with the introduction of the first automatic telephone exchange in 1892, which allowed people to make calls without the need for an operator. In the early 20th century, the telephone became an essential tool for businesses, as it allowed for quicker and more efficient communication. The first long-distance telephone line was established in 1915, which connected New York and San Francisco. This was a major milestone, as it made it possible for people to communicate across the country. During the mid-20th century, the telephone continued to evolve, with the introduction of new technologies like touch-tone dialing, call waiting, and caller ID. These innovations made it easier and more convenient to use the telephone. In the 1980s and 1990s, the telephone industry was revolutionized by the introduction of cellular phones. These devices allowed people to make calls from anywhere, without the need for a wired connection. The first cellular phone call was made in 1973, and by the 1990s, cell phones were becoming more common. Today, the telephone continues to evolve, with the introduction of new technologies like VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol, and video calling. These technologies have made it possible for people to communicate with each other in new and exciting ways, and have helped to connect people across the globe. In conclusion, the invention of the telephone has had a profound impact on the way we communicate with each other. From Alexander Graham Bell's first practical telephone to the latest smartphone, the telephone has continued to evolve and change the world. We hope you enjoyed this brief history of the telephone, and thank you for watching.